All right, it says I'm live. We're just gonna double check real quick, of course. Okay, I'm just also watching my phone right now to double check. It looks like that it's just a black screen. Hmm. Oh no. Oh nope. It just took a while to load up. Now I just took it down. Up. Oh, now I got to put it back up. Oh, oh God. Oh, this is bad news. Oh, now we're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? Oh God. I might have screwed up. Oh, there it is. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. So, guys, welcome to the Pokemania Regulation H VGC Draft League. And, and this is where I'm going to just do my power rankings. As you can see, it's just the name of the stream. Um, I don't know much about VGC or just doubles in general. You might see some stuff that just looks off slash is like, does this guy know what he's talking about? Um, but at the end of the day, I'll try my best. I do have some knowledge slash background, but besides that, like I'm not like an expert in it. But yeah, so everything I'm saying like might not seem like logical or like, but I'll try my best. It's can do. But here we go with the number one overall pick was landed by Taito. And Taito Taito selected, well, unfortunately, just the VGC menace himself. And, well, do we even need to say its name? It's Incineroar. I mean, you already know, but without VGC, Incineroar is just like a forgotten mod. Wait. Oh, this guy says, some of my Pokemon points are adding up. Like Forge on the dock with A's 13 points by benchmark. Oh, well, I will fix that. Doing a power ranking stream for a different league. But after that, I will fix it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, well, one guy texted me, oh, power rankings are done. This other guy says he wants to join this power rankings thing. Oh god. But let's just make this quick when I'm dealing with all this, bombardment of messages. Um, but Taito, he picked Incineroar. I mean, I don't even need to explain what Incineroar does in doubles. I mean, we already know. I could say, like, usually I would go into detail of what makes them doubles or like what they bring to the table. But let's just say this: without the doubles format, Incineroar is just mediocre. But oh, you know what? Oh my god, I'm getting the bombardment of messages again. Bruh! This guy's like, how do we play friendly matches? We don't have our match yet. I'm streaming, big dog. Bruh. Oh my god. Why? Why is it when I'm streaming that these guys just want to text me like nothing? God damn, bro. Holy mother of God. Oh, why is my camera on? Ah! Holy shit. Holy mother of God. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm just doing power ranking stream right now. Yep, I still haven't got past the first overall pick. I haven't gotten to explain Incineroar. Well, actually, I said that I don't need to explain Incineroar because, I mean, well, if people who just follow Pokemon kind of know that Doubles is built for Incineroar, so I don't even need to explain Incineroar when the format is just built around it. It's like, oh, of course, well, of course, yeah, I always do team. I mean, if I go pick by pick, it would be like a 3-part power ranking stream with every single part being like 2 to 3 hours. I would have like 3 parts combined for like 10 hours. I can't be doing that. But I mean, for pick one, or not pick one, but for first team Taito, who unfortunately I have to play week one. I don't want to play him. I really don't. Incineroar, Tatsugiri, Dondozo. I mean, when you got somebody that has the Pokemon that you shut up about Magikarp. But when you face a person that has the Mon that Doubles is built around, plus Tatsugiri Dondozo, I mean, that's enough said. That is so self explanatory. I do not need to say a single word. Only thing you need to know is it is very disgusting and just, yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, I mean, of course, it's technically myself too, because I mean, but I mean, let me just break this down easily right now. Let me break it down by sections. So I look at this team offensively, and I'm like, oh, Superior's pretty good. Metagross is pretty good. Gliscor, if read offensively, is very scary. Um, Dondozo with Commander is also very scary. Um, Defensively, I mean, this guy's got all the fucking bulk. I mean, Incineroar is already naturally bulky, plus Intimidate, plus Parting Shot, plus can cripple physical attackers even more with Intimidate plus Will-O-Wisp. I mean, Dondozo's naturally bulky, Cabo is really bulky, Metagross bulky, Gliscor bulky. Magneton's like decently bulky, just chuck on an Eviolite and it's bulky. I mean, this guy's got Tito's got good offensive presence, insane defensive presence. It's gonna be pretty hard to break through this team, honestly. Good thing this is doubles, not singles. Because if this was well, I mean, to be fair, if it was a singles team, I feel like it would just be significantly worse. My opinion. I mean, yeah, but I mean, like as VGC slash doubles compatibility. I mean, once again, Incineroar, Tatsugiri, Dondo. So Incineroar with the Tatsugiri Dondozo duo is just as gross. It's probably the most disgusting trio of Pokemon that you could take. I don't think I do. I won't say guaranteed. Because I mean, Dondozo's because like I feel like yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't try to raise my stats against someone that I know that has unaware. I'll just be wasting my time. Yeah, I mean, Dusclops is a must bring for me, for because hey, wait, don't mention too many of my Pokemon. We'll get into it. No, well, yeah, they can only see my top three. That's it. Yeah, because I picked 14. But I mean, I think Tao's a really good team. But like I said, like, Incineroar, Tatsugiri, Dondozo is. I'm not gonna say it's like the best combination of three, like on paper, but I mean on paper, like when it comes to synergy, when you got the VGC Mon plus Tatsugiri Dondozo, it's hard to get better. And then he just has Combo Metagross, Gliscor. It's just a very annoying team to get through. I'll personally say it if Taito is the best team at the end of the regular season. I say he gets the one seed in the playoffs. It wouldn't surprise me just because of Incineroar, Tatsugiri, Dondozo. Those three are so good in doubles that like I said, it just wouldn't surprise me if he gets the number one seed. Now we got Meow Scaredy. I mean, we'll just start with his number one overall pick. See, Annihilape is one of those mons where it's like, regardless of the format, it is a very good Pokemon. It's like Annihilape is just so versatile, no matter the format. Of course, being a ghost fighting is insane offensively. There's really like no switch-ins to ghost fighting. Obviously, being a ghost type it's a spin blocker. I mean, not like you try to spin in doubles, but I mean, hey, for some odd reason, if you try to, you know, yeah, I think like as like, yeah, as I say, I think it's like an hour and a half, yeah. But Annihilate, like I said, regardless of the format, works so well. Um, what I should do is like actually pull up the VGC Regulation H and Team Builder, just so like I know like what moves these mons get, like supporting moves, of course that is. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know that Annihilate gets coaching and taunt, but I didn't know that it got encore. Annihilate getting encore is actually insane. Also get sub, which is also very scary. I feel like how every doesn't every Pokemon get does it like annihilate or not annihilate, but does it like every mon get like helping hand in doubles? Or like almost every mon? Yeah, I was about to say, because like every mon gets protect, but I feel like helping hand in doubles is like essentially the equivalent to protect. Like if there's like one move besides protect, like but well I'm just saying like in doubles, it's like what move is like on most Pokemon except protect because protect's on every mon. I think the move that has like that's like the most I would say the most common, but it's like the one that most Pokemon get access to that's not protect is helping hand. Like I feel like damn near every mon gets helping hand in doubles. In in VGC, that's I've been doing it during the draft. I've done transactions. Bitch, I'll get to that when I'm streaming or after streaming. You could eat my fucking ass if you want to try. If you want to try, push the envelope on me. But let's get more to it. Meow Scary also has Garganackle, Slowbro, Grimmsnarl, Prankster dual screens. That's the Prankster mon I wanted. Problem is, I waited way too long. Quite honestly, not only did I wait too long, I don't know how the hell it fell to round 5. How are you going to tell me, like, arguably the best Prankster mon in doubles fell to round 5? And the best part about it is, well, it's a dark type. You just can't do Prankster moves. Like, here's the thing. Like, you could still, taunt a Grimmsnarl. You just can't Prankster taunt a Grimmsnarl. Or just Prankster anything for the fact of the matter. Like, you could still use, like, taunt and whatnot on it. Just can't be Prankster. Which is so good. Because, of course, when you have two Prankster mons on the field, whoever one is naturally faster moves first. And Grimmsnarl is very fucking slow. Yeah, that's why I wanted Grimmsnarl. So, like, just so I couldn't get prankstered by other prankster mons. Plus, it's really good in Trick Room. That's who I was gonna take round 5, but that didn't happen. See, I wanted to take it round 4, but I was like, wait a minute. I was like, if I don't take Porygon 2, there's no way it makes it back to me. Especially how CSK directly after I picked Porygon 2 said that I took his next pick. So not only was it not gonna make it to me in round 5, it wasn't even gonna last more than 2 picks. But the game's the game. But also Skeledirge, Gastrodon, Berserker, Toxtricity, Frostmoth, Foltzel. Slowbro gets Trick Room, right? I'm not going crazy. Slowbro has to get Trick Room. Okay, yeah, it does. Figured. Yeah, I was gonna say, because this team looks really good in Trick Room. Grimmsnarl, Skeledirge, Garganackle, Slowbro got essentially every mon except Foltzel, Jump Buff, and Annihilate. But you also kind of need like that one mon that functions well out of Trick Room anyways. Um but yeah, I'm assuming Garganackle gets wide guard, right? I'm assuming it has to, yeah. Y guard's always nice to just spam, of course, to stop the spam of, moves that hit both targets. Um, jump off. No, where's jump off's ability? Core fill. Oh, okay. I don't know why. For some reason, I mean, if jump off got prankster, it probably would be more than 10 points. Oh, I just also just realized jump off gives him tailwind. So like, even though his team is very slow, like the Security's team is slow, it's not extremely slow. Where it's like, it's not like his team is like his slow mons are like base 30. So it's like in tailwind, they're like base 60. So it's like they're slow enough where they can work in trick room, but they also work in tailwind, which is a very scary prospect. Where you could have your team function as both trick room and tailwind. Then we have now we have Zark. Oh, and Ninetales. I mean, I like Alola Tails. I think it's actually a good doubles mon. It's just personally, it's like, why is it going? I don't think it's a first round pick. And even if people want to say, oh, it should be a first round pick, is it worth it to be top three? Like, do you know what Pokemon's like 95% of the time a top three pick in doubles? Archaludon. And somehow Archaludon was pick 10. Okay, well, I probably should not spoil the pick, but I should have said we'll cover this one later, but whatever. Like, Archaludon's always like a top three, top five pick. Somehow almost got to me in the last pick of round one. Um, but Alola Tails, Sinistra is really good. Hospitality with its ability every time it comes in, I think it heals like 1/4 of your allies' max HP, I want to say. Um, Gallade, Gallade, Cleavor, Delphox, Pachirisu, also a very good doubles mon. Um, Duraludon could be an Eviolite user. Really good in doubles. In singles, it's as useless as it gets. Um, I feel like any Rotom is really good in doubles, or any Rotom. I meant any Rotom appliance form. I should be specific because normal Rotom is pretty trash in general. Um, Palma, low key. Before I used to think like, Palma is like just mid in general. Like, because like singles, like I mean, in singles, it's obviously much better in singles. But the problem is, like in singles, there's so many better electric and fighting types to use. But doubles, I always used to think I was like, who the fuck's gonna use this shit in doubles? The more I've been learning about Palmot and what people say about it, I guess Palmot's actually like a legit mon in doubles. But like before, I used to just think, who the fuck's gonna use this thing? But like coaching, encore, helping hand, of course, the very useful, no matter what the format is, revival blessing. If you're just like, this mod is useless, like I don't need Palmot no more and it's about to die, and you outspeed, bang, you just sacrifice it just to heal something up to 50%. Like, absolute crazy work. Yeah, Cecilia Gudra Bronzong. So this team definitely has mons that work decently in Trick Room, like Duraludon. In other words, like his steel types. His steel types work exceptionally well in Trick Room. And of course, Bronzong gets Trick Room. It's just outside of his steel types. I mean, Trick Room just isn't that good. But of course, Alola Tails helps his team a lot with Snow Warding, Aurora Veil. So like mons that aren't bulky become decently bulky. Mons that are already decently bulky actually become legit bulky. And mons that are already really bulky to start off with just get to the extreme levels. Like even like Duraludon behind Aurora Veil is a very scary sight. And this is why that every team should have a taunt user when you face like Alola Tails in VGC or just doubles in general. Is because snow warding Aurora Veil, if you don't have a taunt user, you're just kind of cooked. You should try to get, of course, specifically Prankster taunt as well. Because if you just have taunt but not Prankster, you would need to outspeed Alola Tails. Problem is, Alola Tails is kind of, base 109 speed. So it's very hard to outspeed. But yeah, I've also came to the realization that my prankster user does not have taunt. I mean, the game's the game, eh? But yeah, it's a really good team. He gets Aurora Veil for his team. Can work decently in Trick Room. But yeah. Now we're getting to Lycanrax, who has the duo of Amoonguss and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Yeah, that is extremely terrifying indeed. I mean, Amoonguss is like Incineroar. It's a VGC staple. It gets redirect, Pokemon, Regenerator. It damn near has everything you would want. And then we get Blood Moon Ursaluna, who is a phenomenal one in Trick Room. But the funny thing is, if you speed invest properly, could also be very scary under Tailwind. Like, scary to the point where it could outspeed essentially most things. And then we get his next two picks, Staraptor, Arcanine. You might be like, well, what the hell do these two do? Well, it's just double intimidate users. Like, Lycanrac's team just shuts down physical attackers. Amoonguss, Blood Moon, Ursaluna already have really good Fizz Dev. And then you're just pairing it with two Intimidate users. And then he picked Gothitelle. Fun fact for the people that, if anybody wants to watch this and be like, why is Gothitelle getting picked so high? Fun fact, Arena Trap and Shadow Tag are not banned in this league. They are legal. So, anytime Gothitelle is out, if you are not holding a shed shell, which who's going to be holding a shed shell? This isn't no ROM hack where you see the dock and be like, I should probably have a couple shed shells on my team to get around a Shadow Tag or Arena Trap Mon. This is VGC. Nobody's going to play a freaking shed shell. So once Gothitelle's in, you're just trapped. Unless if you have a ghost type out, because ghost types are immune to all trapping moves and abilities. So that's why it's also really good to always have a ghost type. Because if Arena Trap and Shadow Tag are not banned, you should always have a ghost type. It doesn't matter who the ghost type is, you should just always have one because of trapping moves and abilities. The Lycanrax also has Kilowattrel, one of the best Tailwind setters in the game. Then you have Alolan Executor. Guess what? Works very well in Trick Room. I know you're going to say, but you haven't mentioned the Trick Room user yet. Yeah, because when I said Gato gets Shadow Tag, I probably should have said it gets Trick Room. So, yeah, their Shadow Tag user just gets Trick Room. Fucking great. And then Alcremie, Emboar, Morgrove, who's Prankster, of course, with as a Dark type. It's just a really good team. He has Tailwind, he has Trick Room, he has double Intimidate users. He's got like 2 VGC staples. I mean, what more can you ask? Now we go to Cook, who's got a very nasty. So Cook is one of the few people that actually drafted 9 Pokemon. In fact, I want to say he's the only one that drafted 9 Pokemon. Oh, actually, there was Dead took 9 Pokemon, and his name, who shall not be said, drafted 9 Pokemon. Why am I saying his name, who shall not be said? Well, because he's a bitch. Such a bitch that I got timed out 5 different times yesterday for no fucking reason in Discord. Because he just can't take a tad bit heat. But Goldango, Whimsicott, of course, Whimsicott, Prankster, Tailwind. Goldango usually is a mon that's like decent speed. Like he's got good speed, but nothing crazy. Gets elevated by Tailwind, Hydreigon, Volcarona, Electabuzz, who's also got great utility. I'm pretty sure has Follow Me. Of course, also an Eviolite user. Hisuian Arcanine, just like normal Arcanine, gets Intimidate, except actually very good in doubles. Mudsdale, Paldea, Tauros Aqua, aka just another Intimidate user. And then Malamar. It's a very good team when Tailwind's up. Um, yeah, like I said, Tailwind with it's just gonna be a team with Tailwind. I mean, that's a strategy. I mean, you gotta have a strategy with doubles, whether it's terrain, weather, Tailwind, Trick Room, you gotta have something. If you just pick mods that are like, hey, we're good in doubles, but you don't got a mod that can like set up Trick Room, set up Tailwind, like no weather user, no terrain user. Like if you got like no legit strat, no matter how good your team is in a doubles format, without a legit strategy, you're kind of just gonna get cooked. No pun intended, as the guy's name is Cook. But yeah, it's a very scary team. Especially like I said, especially when Tailwind's up. Almond has Galeria Wheezing and Slacking. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, also has Toadscroll and Dragapult. If I'm not mistaken, if I look up Galeria Wheezing, pretty sure this thing gets Skill Swap. Oh. Someone on his team definitely gets Skill Swap because he picks Slacking very high. Oh, that's what it is. Neutralizing gas. Yep. As I say, there's got to be something. Yeah. The idea, yeah, just. Oh, which is also so disgusting because he gets rid of Toadscroll's Mycelium Might. Oh my god. That's actually diabolical. Holy shit. Then Dragapult. I mean, Dragapult to me is like Annihilate. No matter the format, it's just going to work really well. Scrafty, Intimidate user. Klefki is as its Prankster user. Rotom Wash, who no matter to me, no matter the format, doubles, singles, Rotom Wash is always the best Rotom form. And I always think Rotom Heat's always the second best, no matter the format. He gets Magmortar, Magmortar I think has follow me, a Bomb of Snow, Titan, and if I'm not mistaken, he took Oricorio, but he gets all forms of Oricorio, right? Like it's not just he doesn't. It doesn't specify. So I gotta like keep looking to see if it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't say Oricorio all, but it doesn't specify just the fire type either. Because if it was all the Oricorios, because like if it was specifically Oricorio Fire, I would assume it would say Oricorio Fire. But if it was all the Oricorios, it would say Oricorio all. So I don't know. Regardless, Oricorio as their last pick is a very good mod. Oricorio, I feel like is just like okay, I'm not gonna say it's like Dragapult and Annihilate in the sense like, oh, it's really good in every format. The thing is, it's viable in every format. It might not be like elite in every format, like Annihilate and Dragapult, but it's still viable in every format. So for it to be 6 points, um, I just don't know what Oricorio gets is the problem. But of course, most people see Oricorio, they're like, oh well, of course it's like Quiver Dance, but this is VGC. Like people really don't, do that. Oh, Tailwind, Taunt, Roost for longevity. Yeah, that it's access to Taunt, and of course Revelation, Fire type because it shows it's Fire type or Choreo. I really think it's a really good team. Of course, it's a very strategy with neutralizing gas plus slacking and Toadscruel with very scary mons like Dragapult and Rotom Wash under dual screens thanks to Prankster Klefki. Now we get to MBT, who I think is a very interesting team. Um, so top he has Gengar, Sneasler, Baxcalibur. You already know me. I said it a million times. I'm a Gen 5 fanatic. I still will never find out the reason why NBT traded Basque Legion for Chandelure. I will never find out why. Not that Chandelure is a bad mod in doubles. It's just, I find it weird. And I know people say choice items are very sketchy in doubles. But I think Chandelure is one of the few mods in doubles that like you could run like choice specs or scarf. Most of the time specs. And it's a-okay. Like I could just unless if you build it bulky, because if you build it bulky, you're obviously gonna be, like leftover you're gonna be leftovers like Calm Mind. But the thing that I like about his team is even if it looks like a weird team in doubles, having Eevee like Clefairy with Friend Guard to make the rest of his team bulkier is very scary. Mons like Gengar and Sneasel, who are not bulky whatsoever, are not gonna be easy to like. It's not like they're gonna be hard to take down, but it's not like, oh, I can one tap them. Like you can still one tap them, but it's not gonna be like the guarantee one tap like you are usually expecting to see. Salamence gets Tailwind, and also and this is what makes Max Caliber so scary, is not always the Clefairy gonna be Friend Guard to make the entire team bulkier. He has Glow King. Like if he Chili Receptions out into Max Caliber and Clefairy is on the field with Friend Guard, Max Caliber is damn near impossible to kill without crit. It is just such a scary mod with what he has around it. Empoleon, who I drafted initially, but I dropped. You'll see who I picked up for it after. But just know I drafted it, I dropped it, MBT picked it up. I initially picked up Empoleon because I drafted Skarmory initially, and everybody was like, ooh. I won't say I got bullied into it, but everybody was saying it's like, oh, it's like a trash bond in doubles. And I was essentially convinced by them to drop it. I won't say bullied, because they weren't like, you should drop it. They were just saying it's trash. And I was like, is it though? And I was like, fine. But it's not like I was told to drop it. They're just like, it's not that good. I was like, really? And I was like, I guess I'll drop it. I'll find out if that was a mistake or not. Breloom, who usually isn't like, no matter the format, Breloom is just like always like all right, nothing like special. Usually it, but I was just about to say that's where Breloom's gonna come in clutch. Is no matter the format, it's always all right. But the thing that makes it good, no matter the format, is Spore. Like just getting a guarantee, like a move that is guaranteed to sweep. Like instead of relying on hypnosis or sweep powder, a move that is guaranteed to sweep your opponent at 100 accuracy is so useful. And very few mons get Spore. So Breloom is one of the few mons that get it. And the good thing about Breloom getting Spore is I look at every mon that gets Spore and they're all like extremely slow. Of course, like the main Spore users like Amoonguss, but it's like you look at it, it's like Fungus gets it, the pre-evo of Amoonguss, base 15 speed. Amoonguss gets it, base 30. Shroomish, base evo of Breloom, base 30. Toadscool gets it. I mean, he's base 70, which is the same as Breloom. But like, that's the thing. It's like base 70 isn't slow, but it's not like fast. But it's like all the other mons are like so slow. So like being Breloom and Toadscool, the pre-evo. No, I'm saying Toadscool, the base evo of Toadscool. Yeah. But the problem with Toadscool is that even though Toadscool is base 100, Breloom's Spore would go first because of Mycelium Might. So it's like even though Toadscool is faster because it doesn't, which it's its status moves move last. But that's why Almond took it so, because even though Mycelium Might is garbage, he picked Jaweezing with neutralizing gas. So if he just sends out Toadscruel with Jaweezing that's neutralizing gas, he has a base 100 speed Mon that doesn't get negative priority on Spore. But like without partnering it with Weezing, Breloom is always better as a Spore user. because you don't get to move last in your priority bracket. Um, and then MBT chose Darkspawn, just like a pretty decent bulk, decently bulky. I say decently bulky. It's a bulky fairy type. It's not extremely bulky, but it's not like mediocre either. It's actually good, not elite though. And he only has a 1 point Mudkip, just because there's a trade he did where he essentially needed Mudkip to make the deal work. Then we got Reading Shade. Reading Shade took Torkoal first pick. When I saw him take Torkoal, I was like, oh, he's going to run a Sun team. And now I'm looking at his team outside of it, like Trevenant, Noivern, Milotic, Hatterene, Crocodile, Gomora, Electivire, Weavile, Caparajah, and Rolligan. What I thought was going to be a full-fledged Sun team. Well, I won't say a full-fledged Sun team because, of course, without legends like Gouging Fire, any Paradox or Paradox Legendary that gets Protosynthesis, I understand it's very hard to run a fully fledged Sun team without any of the Paradox Mons. But to not even have a single Mon besides Torkoal to get the benefits of Sun, it makes me wonder, why did he take Torkoal in the first place? It's not like it's a bad Mon. It's just like outside of Torkoal getting the benefits like nobody else does, which I find very interesting. But Noivern sets up Tailwind for him. Hatterene's his Trick Room user. Like, his team is actually really good in Tailwind. Like, Noivern, Weavile, Crocodile, Gamora, Electivire, Lilligan. Like, if he would bring those 6 Mons and run Tailwind, his team is really good. But if he brings a Trick Room team, his team is equally good. Like Torkoal, Trevenant, Milotic, Hatterene, Caparajah. Like, regardless, like Tailwind or Trick Room, like he doesn't have a team that works like in Trick Room and Tailwind. Well, he does. But you get the point. It's like if he runs Trick Room, he needs to bring a certain group of Pokemon. He brings Tailwind, he needs to bring a certain group of Pokemon. Unlike your team, Icy, you could bring 6 Pokemon. You could bring the same 6 Pokemon every week, and you could run either Tailwind or Trick Room and make it work. Like, Reading Shade can't do that. Like, if he runs Trick Room, he has to bring a whole separate Trick Room team. If he runs Tailwind, he has to bring a whole separate Tailwind team. But when I cover your team, I will be able to say that you could bring the same 6 Pokemon and you could run either Trick Room or Tailwind. But I'll get to that very soon. Um, but with Reading Shade, I think that his team is Tailwind team would be better than his Trick Room team. I just feel like it's more threatening. But what I like about his Trick Room team is, even though I think it's a little worse, like offensively, I just feel like it's so much better. Like when it comes to bulk, like Milotic, Torkoal, Hatterene, Caparajah, Trevenant. It's like it's a much bulkier team in Trick Room. Like his Trick Room team is much bulkier, but his team in Tailwind is essentially outspeeding damn near everything with the proper speed investment, which is always really good. So, like, if he just feels like running hyper offense, Tailwind team. If you're like, oh man, I need to like take hits this week, and then just like, essentially like, I guess the proper term to use is like, in boxing terms, it's like, if he wants to be like the counter puncher, you run the Trick Room team. It's like you take like you take a hit or two, get up Trick Room, and you get them right back. You as well. Gambit. I mean, Gambit's a really good mod, regardless. It's like I covered earlier with a nine pull. Regardless of the format, King Gambit. Um, he has Sableye as his prankster user. Of course, Ghost Dark. Well, first of all, being a dark type, you just can't get prankster status by other prankster users. But most importantly, the thing that's so good about Ghost Dark is, well, you only have one weakness, which is Fairy. Yes, Fairy is very common, but that's besides the point. Prankster Will-O-Wisp is always nice to just cripple any physical attacker known that your opponent might have. Um, it gets Prankster Encore. It gets Prankster Dual Screens. Of course, Prankster Recover is really good. Prankster Taunt, Prankster Thunderwave, Prankster Trick. Essentially, you could just run a full utility set Sableye. Like, you could be Recover with 3 other utility moves, and it'll just work every single time. It's just that good. I know you look at it, it'd be like base 50 HP, base 95 defense, base 65 special defense. How does it take hits? You get screens up for Sableye, and it's just going to sit there. And like I said, Prankster Will-O-Wisp to just cripple physical attackers. It gets dual screens, Prankster Encore, Prankster Recover. If you don't feel like having Recover, you could always have Pain Split, but it also gets Skill Swap. So you could be cool. Like for Zark, I'm expecting him to run Prankster like 95% of the time. There might be one game where he just runs Stall, and he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna be like Skill Swap Stall. And if you don't know what Stall does, or well, if you don't know what Stall is, the Stall, like the ability Stall, the Pokemon just always moves last. If you have Skill Swap, you could give an opposing Pokemon Stall, which makes that opposing Pokemon always move last. It's a very cool strategy. But 95% of the time I'm expecting it to be Prankster. But he also has Tyranitar with Excadrill. So you might be like, oh, why Tyranitar Excadrill? Well, put it this way. Tyranitar sets up the sand. Excadrill gets Sand Rush. So, Excadrill, when Tyranitar sets up the sand, gets double speed. And what's even cooler is he has Shift Tree. Let me show you. Let me show you what would be such a cool team for Zark. I'm not going to show you sets, but I'll show you like what such a cool team he could have. Like, let me just show you this. Like, let's just say, like, let me just show you like what a cool Zark team would be in my opinion. I would have Prankster Sableye with, of course, Sandstream Tyranitar with Sandrush Excadrill with what would be an absolutely diabolical Wind Rider Shift Tree with Tailwind. So, with Tailwind, actually, you know what? Drill David goes Sand Rush. In this case, we would just do anything that's not Sand Rush. Let's just say Sand Force. And what would happen is we have Tailwind Shift Tree, which is double speed. With Wind Rider, if Shift Tree is hit by a wind move or Tailwind is up, not only is it immune to wind moves, which is really good because some of the moves it's weak to, like flying, like hurricane, that's normally super effective. It would just destroy it. Is completely immune to hurricane. Heat wave is considered a wind move, and guess what? Heat wave is a fire move. It's grass type. It's weak to heat wave normally, but with Wind Rider, it's completely immune to it. Completely immune to hurricane. So it's immune to some moves that would just instantly kill it. But on top of all of that, with Tailwind up, not only would its speed be doubled, it would also get +1 attack. Absolutely diabolical. This is just such a cool team, and I love it. And anytime you see Ditto, you always see, oh, Choice Scarf Ditto. So it always outspeeds everything. You don't need to be Choice Scarf Ditto if Tailwind's up. Like if Tailwind's up, you don't even need to be you don't need to be Choice Scarf. You could just be something like, I don't know. You could just be like max HP, and it's like, I don't know, like max HP with leftovers, or like max HP covert cloak. Like it's just diabolical. Like Cootie's, and then also he gets wheezing, which is for levit. Oh, and you know what? We'll make the last one wheezing. I know usually neutralizing gas is the play, but put it this way: imagine Sand Force Excadrill with Stab Earthquake. Sand Force, if sand is up, ground, rock, and steel moves do times 1.3 damage in Sandstorm. So a Stab Earthquake with sand up is getting boosted even more. And imagine if Levitate Wheezing is right next to it. Or if Ditto just transforms into the Pokemon across it. I would say the Pokemon across it is a flying type. And it's like, oh, let me just EQ, transform into the Pokemon across from me, flying type. And it could just be so bonkers. Team with so many cool strategies. He has Mimikyu for disguise, Armarouge, just hits very hard, really good in Trick Room. Magmar, Eviolite user, it's just such a cool team. What I'm gonna do is pull up a Google Doc real quick. And what I'm gonna do is what I probably should have done is I probably should have been making the rankings as I've been going along. But you know what they say? Game's the game. Let's just put this in bold. Let's go like 15. Uh, where's we don't want bulleted. Yeah, numberless. Oh, all right. Well, that's that. We have 14. All right. Now, next, Earth to computer, who just almost got a damn near flashbang right there. Hello, Doc? Hello, Doc. All right. All right, the SIG's trying to work very slow right now. Bruv. Okay, cool. All right, I was about to say, it just wasn't fixing. All right, being Dead's team. I'll just the first pick in depth. Well, not like the entire team, but the first pick. I don't know how the hell our child on to pick 10. I personally believe that in doubles, our child on should always be top three. And if it's not picked top three, at least top five. There should be no reason a mod as good as our Chaladon should be sliding to pick 10 in any doubles league. I don't care what the format is, whether it's one that includes legendaries or one that doesn't. It is so easy to build around our Chaladon in doubles. To build around our Chaladon in doubles. It's like so easy to build around, and it's a bad, especially with stamina. And after Dead picked our Chaladon, he picked Mousehold. What's Mousehold got to do with any of this? Mousehold gets beat up, which is a move that hits more times. Like it hits more when you more times the more Pokemon you have alive. So let's say turn one he clicks beat up on our Chaladon. Our Chaladon's gonna take absolutely nothing because it first of all it resists normal normal moves due to the steel type. It has a massive defense stat. And second thing is it has stamina. Every time it gets hit by beat up, it gets a defense increase. Like you just click beat up turn one on the Archaludon, it's gonna take nothing, and it's gonna be at defense. That's a very scary prospect to think about. And of course, Dragonite multi-skill has Polytoad for rain, so our Charizard just fires off one-turn electro shots. Swift Swim, Bascu Legion, Swift Swim, Ludicolo. Intimidate on Hitmontop can also run like Technician, Fake Out, Mach Punch. And then the cream of the crop, he has Prankster, Murkrow. And I know what you're thinking. Why Murkrow? Murkrow is a demon in doubles. An absolute demon. If you play doubles and you face Murkrow, you know what it does. Tailwind gets Prankster Taunt. And what is absolutely gross, I wish I had Murkrow for my week one matchup because I'm facing Dondozo Tatugiri. If I had like a mod with Prankster Haze, that would be gross. I could be wrong, but I think Murkrow's the only prankster mon that gets haze. And if I'm right, that is so huge. I know that setup isn't the most common thing in the world in doubles, not that you can't run it, but it's not like singles where like setup a necessity at on just really need it. But if we set up or something like Tatsugiri Dondozo, Prankster Haze is so nasty and it just cripples Daily. It's just such a good mod. And then Hisui and Zoroark. Of course, because it's Zoroark, you get to. The thing is, the thing is, because it's Hisuian, instead of Dark type, it's normal Ghost. Imagine having Illusion. So you're like, oh, sometimes you would think, oh, it's Archaludon. But in reality, it could be Hisui Zoroark. And you're like, oh, I'm just going to click Aura Sphere on this thing or whatever fighting move because, Archaludon's weakness is, its special defense. And you just see Immune. And you're just like, oh shit, I just fell for the Hisui Zoroark trap. It's so gross. Dead's team is so well constructed. One of the best prankster mods, three mon and doubles, has a mousehold to make his best stronger. And then he just wraps it up. It's just gross. Now we go. Okay, or I will cover his team. I just won't say his name. Have beef. A lot of beef. I can't stand this guy. He doesn't like me. I don't like him. But Indeedee, Psychic Surge, you would think that his idea is let's build a Psychic Terrain team. Let's size spam. I look at his team and I'm like, where's the size spam except Indeedee? But yeah, Indeedee gets, Psychic Surge, Expanding Force. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like he has another Expanding Force user. And even if he does, I don't really see who it is. Primarina Sylveon is very good. Two bulky fairies. Meowscarada, just a very good fast U-turn, knockoff. Stab Flower Trick, always at miss is always really good. Typhlosion, you could just be Choice Scarf Eruption. Talonflame, I think it gets Gale Wings, if I'm not mistaken. I know back then Gale Wings used to work today. So like I think Gale Wings, the way it works today is that you get priority on your flying moves only if you're on full HP. Yeah. You get +1 priority if you're at full HP. I'm pretty sure Gale was back then, like in Gen 6 when Talonflame came out. I think it was just always priority on every flying move, regardless. On HP. Smeargle. I mean, Smeargle is just Smeargle is Smeargle. Way. It's an interesting little fella. Mamoswine. I like Mamoswine. I really can't give a personal opinion about Mamoswine and doubles because I really haven't. So I have no clue if it's even a good doubles mod. Rao Patil, yo Sal, what up? Um, a fine team. I just don't think it's that good. He picked a psychic turret, but does it have like another size spam user? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put him last. And I'm just gonna make that his name. I'm gonna put respect on him. Some may say disrespect, depending on how you look at it. To me, I think I'm just being respectful. Um, but now we get to the third last team that I am covering, and we are looking at CSK Ready. He picked Pelipper, pick one. I mean, that should probably give you the idea of where he's going. Um, you just see Pelipper, and your instinct is going to be he's running Rain. I mean, and well, guess what? You would be right here to an extent. It's not like he's running full fledged Rain, but he is still running a Rain team. So he has Pelipper, of course, Drizzle, Damp Rock. Um, he has Raichu, which is 100% Thunders in Rain. Blastoise, I'm pretty sure gets Rain Dish. I don't know how often he's gonna run Rain Dish Blastoise, but I mean it's there. It's there for the taking. Swift, and of course Swift Swim Kingdra. I'll say this. I was in a doubles league not that long ago, and I ran full-fledged Rain. I had Archaludon, I had Tornadus as my backup Rain user with Prankster Rain Dance. Oh, Blastoise Shell Smash isn't banned. I thought I know there's complex bans. I thought that was the complex ban for it. Oh no, there actually is no complex ban. Oh, that's scary. That's very scary. I thought there was a complex ban on that. Oh, there's no complex ban on that. That is something I that's terrifying. Shell Smash Blastoise within the raid with Swift Swim Kingdra and 100% Thunders from Raichu. Yeah, that's not fun. And what I also like about CSK's team is so good in Trick Room. Oranguru, Snorlax, not Raichu, Oranguru, Bramblegast, Snorlax, Alolan Muck, Bellybolt. And you can even just chuck in Blastoise if you really want to. It's a very terrifying Trick Room team. I'm gonna check. Does Flygon get Tailwind? Why do I have a gut feeling Flygon gets Tailwind? Oh yeah, it does. Yep. So if he wants to run Tailwind, if he wants to run Tailwind, he'll just use Pelipper. But I mean, if he runs Tailwind and Pelipper's down, but there's Flygon, there you go. But the C works really good in Trick Room. Can be very good in Tailwind as well. The only downside with his team in Tailwind and Trick Room is he has to bring two different teams. Like, you just can't bring Oranguru, Snorlax, Alolan Muck and just think it's going to work extremely well in Tailwind, because it's not. Like, for his trick, like, he has great Trick Room and great Tailwind. He just has two different teams for it, which is, it's perfectly fine. But, like, if you have, like, great Trick Room and Tailwind, if you can find it to work within one team, that's phenomenal. And the funny thing is, I think present that we're looking at Icy. And, well, of course, this team in Trick Room is terrifying. Because Ursaluna and Trick Room, God bless your soul. Arbalva, Farigiraf, and just saying, Farigiraf also gets Trick Room. So he has two Trick Room centers. Hitmonlee isn't the fastest. That works well in Trick Room. Like, he has a good Trick Room team. But the funny thing is, his best Trick Room mons could also work in Tailwind. Fun fact about Comfey. Comfey gets Trick Room and Tailwind. So if he brings Trick Room and is like, I don't want to bring Farigiraf, he could bring Trick Room Comfey. Which is very weird. I learned that yesterday from Icy himself, where he told me that Comfey gets Trick Room, which I don't know how many mons get that ability to learn both. But yeah, you see, Tailwind, bang, that's Tailwind. And there's Trick Room. Comfey gets both, which is so odd. Like, how do you get something that doubles your team speed, but you're also a mon that is like base like 100 speed or whatever? Or yeah, base 100 speed, but you are Trick Room on top of Tailwind. And then don't get me started on Triage. Triage is crazy. So it's like, imagine this. Imagine he runs Tailwind. Let's say he runs Tailwind. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be Tailwind Comfey. And he runs like Triage. He gets Stab Draining Kiss with priority. Giga Drain with priority. He gets priority Leech Seed. What? He gets priority Synthesis. It's just very disgusting. And what's even crazier is he can run Calm Mind Stored Power if he wants. Oh, he also gets tree. He also gets priority Pollen Puff. It also gets knockoff. It gets taunt. It gets U-turn. I didn't even know what the hell Comfey got. Like I didn't know Comfey had both both like Trick Room and Tailwind. But it's like, look at this. This is you know what? You know how you counteract that? You just run max HP. You just run max HP, and it's that simple. It's low key such a sleeper mon. Props to Icy for finding a mon that gets Trick Room and Tailwind. I such as I don't know. The more I'm looking at it, how it's 12 points actually baffles me. I feel so. Why do I have a sweatshirt on right now? Oh man. Oh, another yo. What's up? How you doing? We saved. Yeah, I don't want to build up the ego, guys. Don't don't try to cause any harm. But we saved the best for last. Of course, it's me. I mean, if I just don't play like absolute trash, my team is so good. I got, of course, you look at my team and it's essentially hard Trick Room. Like I have Dusclops, I have Porygon 2, I have Reuniclus, I have 3 Trick Room setters, and also I have Clefable works really well in Trick Room, Rhyperior, Magnezone, Crabominable. It's like I'm just hard Trick Room, but Meowstic gives me dual screens. Dusclops is just a nice bulky ghost type that can rock Eviolite. I can just spread status like Will-O-Wisp, Thunderwave. Can just cripple. I can cripple teams with Dusclops. Porygon 2 is just the most annoying Eviolite user. Works really well in Trick Room. Hits very hard. Only one weakness. I have Serena for Queenly Majesty, so I just can't get hit by priority moves. Because, when I'm hard Trick Room, like as a hard Trick Room team, the best way to get around me is just like, oh, let's just use priority. Let's get this guy with Sucker Punch. Let's hit him with Quick Attack, whatever the priority move may be. Serena just shuts that down all completely. Also, Garchomp is just a phenomenal doubles wall. Fable, unaware, works really well in Trick Room. I can be unaware. And Trick Room, I'm just going to move first quite often. Or I could just run it offensively. I know that I had like a couple messages of like people when I took Clefable. There's like 2 people that are like, why did you not take Clefairy? It's an Eviolite user. It gets Friend Guard. Here's the thing. My team is already very bulky. I just don't need a third wand to run Eviolite. And besides, in VGC, I don't think you can run duplicate items. Like, if I bring Dusclops and Porygon 2, both can't run Eviolite if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, then sick. I'll run both Eviolite. If I'm right, then I don't need to have a third Mon for me to consider who's gonna be my Eviolite user. And like I said, the thing I love about Clefable is I get the element of surprise with with offensive. I can just rock Magic Guard Life Orb. So it's like that's what I like about Clefable. Of course, with Clefairy, everybody's I could really care less when my team's already bulky. Would it be nice? Sure. Is it a necessity for my team? Absolutely not. And my thought process was when Trick Room's not up, I need a very fast Mon. And that's exactly why I took a Asui with with legendaries being banned in Regulation H. So like no Deoxys speed, no Regieleki. Hisuian Electrode is the fastest Mon in this format. With legendaries being banned. So a Mon like Dragapult Dragapult is the second fastest Mon in this format. Hisuian Electrode is the fastest. Like I could outrun Dragapult without being max speed. In other words, I just speed creep Dragapult. And there's nothing Dragapult can do about it. Like I said, that was my idea. I was like, if Trick Room's not up, I need a Mon that outspeeds everything. And like I said, my idea, just grab the fastest Mon that you can. Grab the fastest Mon in the format. I'm not going to lie. If I bring Hisuian Electrode, I don't care about spoiling my plan. Because I feel like anybody could expect this. If I bring Hisuian, because I know I outspeed everything, barring Choice Scarf users. All day, I'm running it every single time. If I bring max special attack modest, choice spec, and I'll just speed creep whatever I need to speed creep. It's that simple. I don't need to overcomplicate it with a Hisuian Electrode. This can be sketchy in doubles. Like doubles is like the one format you really don't want to be locked into a certain move. But with a Hisuian Electrode and I outspeed everything in the format because of no legendaries, to me, there's absolutely zero drawback of just being Choice Specs Leaf Storm, Choice Specs Volt Switch Thunderbolt, you name it. Whatever I decide to use, there is nothing stopping me. And what's even better is if I don't, I could run a bulky Hisuian Electrode. I could be like max HP with like max defense or max. It depends. Like if I'm like I want my Hisuian Electrode to be specially defensive, I could run max Bedev and just be sub straight up. Just use Hisuian Electrode as a pure offensive weapon, or I could just use it. Does it matter which? Not really. But it all depends on my mood. If I'm like, I'm going to run the sub leech seed set this week, I'll just look at it. I'll be like, do I want it to be more physically defensive or more specially defensive? If I say physically defensive, max HP, max defense. If I'm looking for more specially defense, max HP, max Bedev. And I just sub leech seed protect. I'm sorry, I don't really want to be the annoying guy, but I'll just be honest. Did I kind of spoil what I'm going to do with the Hisuian Electrode? Yeah. I only have 2 sets. You just got to figure out which one am I going to bring. Am I just going to be nuke? Or am I going to be the one that's going to be just an absolute pest? That is up for, I guess, like, just my opponent's gut feeling. It's like, what's my opponent feel like he's going to But now let's get to the actual power rankings. Let me share Google Sheets. I already put one guy, it's and it's his name who shall not be said. As Rax tells me, Electrode's not bulky enough to stall. Here's the thing. It's not extremely bulky, obviously. It's more you think though. Like if I run max HP Hisuian Electrode, 167 HP is not that bad. With base 80 Spadev and base 70 defense while having max HP, it's honestly a little more bulky than what you think it is. I'm not gonna say it's like, oh, it's like so bulky because it's not. But it's it's not a slouch either. Especially if I get dual screens up with Meowstic. Imagine a max HP Hisuian Electrode, sub Bleach Seed Protect with dual screens up. That's a mon that is gonna be annoying to take down. And I can just stall out any mon needed. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing with my boy Hisuian Electrode. But let's just go down my personal list of where I think these teams are. His name, who shall not be said, is number 14. That I know. He got a nice team. Unfortunately, I have to play him week 1. I'm not looking forward to playing Don Doe's ranking sheet last. Kind of funny considering what happened. I mean, some may say I'm doing it out of pure hate, but let's be honest. Who brings a psychic surge? Who brings the only psychic surge mon and does not have another mon to help? Like you're gonna think like if he picks Indeedee, you would think, oh, they're gonna like pick Gardevoir and just like have another expanding force spammer. But no, they just picked Indeedee with no other mon to size spam with. It's just Indeedee. Who does that? Nobody. This guy's an idiot. He's stupid. I can't wait to destroy this guy week 3. Like, if I 6-0 him both games, it would not, or I mean, it can't be 6-0 as it's only 4. But like, if I 4-0 him in both games, like game 1, game 2, I 4-0 him, I would not be surprised. I'm not that good at doubles, but it really wouldn't surprise me. I'm just saying. Like, no disrespect. Some people might be like, okay, egregious, you're being this. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm just gonna tell you how I really feel. Like that's all. I'm just here to state the facts and be as real as they get. It just wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Sylveon. Yeah, I know they get psychic moves. Like, yeah, they get psychic. I know Sylveon got Psy Shock, but it's like you would want a second expanding force user besides Indeedee. It would be nice if he had a Gardevoir or something, but he just has Indeedee. To me, it's just baffling. I just won't understand it. But Taito, Incineroar, Tatsugiri, Dondozo, like trio is so disgusting. Also has Kamo-O, Metagross, Gliscor, Prankster, Ilyamize, or Ilyamize, however you want to pronounce it. I know this might be too early, but I'm just going to rank Taito at number 3. Just have to, of course, go through the teams after. But for the time being, I think 3rd is like a good spot. A good spot to start off with Taito. Meowscaredy, Annihilate, Garganacl, Slowbro, Prankster, Grimmsnarl, Skeletor. This is such a gross team. I really like it a lot. Yeah, what I'm gonna do actually is I'm also gonna not only like my not only am I gonna put my power rankings, I'm also gonna put my playoff predictions after. I'm not gonna like put it by seed. I'm just gonna put like who I believe is gonna make playoffs. Um, so Meowscaredy, Annihilate, Garganackle, Slowbro, Grimmsnarl. This team works so well with Trick Room. Like, you got Garganackle, Slowbro, Grimmsnarl, Skeledirge, Gastrodon, Berserker, Frostmoth, Talk. This team is so nasty in Trick Room. And he has Annihilate as just, well, the main mon behind it. Also, Jump Off brings Tailwind. So, like, Tailwind, Full Soul, Annihilate, Jump Off, getting double speed. This team just is so versatile. I think it's a spot above Tydo. Going live. Yup. We cooking with gas? Yes, sir. I'm a guru. I got this boy working. Well, after just what was an apparent freak accident, we are back. Yes. Holy. I don't know why it said locking though. Well, if if it died, I would have thought it would have just turned off on me. But it said locking. I was so confused. Bro, it gave me not gonna lie, it gave me like a slight heart attack. I was like, what the bro? Holy. Alright. Alright. So I listed Meowscaredy just above 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 Tydo. PC Pro, bro, stop trying to show me these fucking settings. All right, Zark, and and that's Zark with a C, not a K. I like Alola Tails. I don't good though. It's just like I don't know if Alola Tails was like the right pick for him. I'm looking at the team. I mean, time will tell, but this is it's an interesting team. I'm seeing a lot of type overlap. Like he has 3 steel types, he has 2 fire types. I'm not gonna lie. I need to be honest here, as honest as possible. And if I have to be honest, he is very weak to ground. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, he has a levitate immunity with Bronzong. He has a," and everybody's gonna say he has a levitate immunity with Rotom Heat, and everybody's gonna say he has a resistant Sinistra. Guess what? I don't care if he has 2 levitate immunities and a resist. He is still very weak to ground. And when he faces a team like me that has Garchomp, that is not going to be a fun team. It's like, I just don't, I like his team. It's just when you are very ground weak, it's like, imagine if I play Zark and then you just like look at his team and then you just look at Garchomp on my team. It's like, Garchomp is having a field day on this guy. It's like any elite ground type just destroys this guy. Like, I'm not saying it needs to be like a Garchomp or an Ursaluna. It's like most ground types just destroy it. Never mind a Garchomp or an Ursaluna. With that being said, like I look at Zark's team. I look at Zark's team and I'll be like, what if he plays Rax? What if he plays me? What if he just plays a guy with an elite ground type and this guy gets cooked? He gets cooked by the other Zark. He gets cooked by Zark with a K. He gets cooked by his name who shall not be said. He gets cooked by Ursaluna. Yeah, Garchomp's not gonna like Alola Ninetales. Yeah, it's not gonna like Alola Ninetales, but I have Magnezone, I have Crabominable that's a resist. I have P2 that will just eat. I have Dusclops, I'll just eat. Like I have mods that just eat Alola Ninetales hits for Garchomp. It's like I just Alola's feast on Garchomp, but everything else, like I think that's just not Garchomp, Serena, or Hisuian Electrode, just feasts on Alola Ninetales. And I mean feast. Like we go to Pound Town on it. It's just crazy. Um, just because of a massive ground, and there's a lot of really good ground types, strolling around. I can't rank Zark too high. I don't think he should be like, like 12, 13. I don't think he should be like all the way at the bottom. But I mean, I just feel like that somewhere along the middle. Maybe even, because there's teams that's probably be better, I'll just probably put him at like 9. Like, it's not a bad team. Yeah, like, it's like, yeah, Alola Tails is Aurora Veil, but it's but like, I understand that, but it's like, that's still such a massive ground weakness the team is dealing with. Like, he has too much type overlap. Like, you have multiple fire types, you have 3 steel types, you have 3 electric types. Like, he just lacks type diversity, and it's just a simple elite Groundmon. Just make sure to keep your elite Groundmon away from Alola Ninetales, and you're fine. And now we get to Rax. Let me tell you. Actually, wait. Let me actually like move Taito and stuff down. Cause I know people might be like, why am I already moving him down? I feel like that I'm kind of already overdoing it. Oh. No, I want Taito to be 5. And now I can do a oh no. Bruh, really? Come on. Are you shitting me, man? Oh my god. I swear to God, man. This is just like the most trouble I've ever had with Google Docs in my life. Holy. He says, Rax says, let's talk about Rax for real. No, let me tell you a little something about Rax team. Let me tell you. He got a VGC staple in Amoonguss. And you know what? And you know what I like about that Amoonguss pick? Not only is it a VGC staple, it's from Generation 5. It hits home for me. I like it. It gets redirect, it gets regenerator. I mean, it's just a mon. It's a mon for the ages in VGC. Then he pairs it up with Blood Moon Ursaluna. How normal Ursaluna went before Blood Moon Ursaluna? I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how. Oh, you know what? Because when Icy joined, it was makeup pics. You know what? That's why. It adds up now. Now he's got 2 Intimidate users, Staraptor and Arcanine. Then he's got Gothitelle. You know what's nice about Gothitelle? It's Generation 5. I love it. But you know what's even better? Shadow Tag's not banned in this league. So now he just traps Pokemon. And you know what? And you know what is great about Gothitelle? It also gets Trick Room, which goes so perfect with Amoonguss and Blood Moon Ursaluna. He has Kill Rule, one of the best Tailwind users. And you know what? Tailwind with Kilowattrel, Arcanine, Staraptor is really good. And you know what's even better? If you could EV Blood Moon Ursuna properly, that's a massive threat in Tailwind. And you know what? With Trick Room, you know what goes really well with Trick Room? The Alolan Executor. You know what goes well with it? Alcremie. And guess what? I've used Alcremie in singles. It's really good. It's underrated in singles. Guess what? It's gonna be an underrated one in doubles. It's a nice bulky fairy type. It could just be store power, calm mind. You could just run it. It could be acid armor. It gets set up for days. It's got just bulk in general. Um, I forgot what its abilities are, but I know its abilities are like built for doubles. It's like Aroma Veil and Flower Veil or whatever. Yeah, Blood Moon outspeeds Dragapult and Tailwind. I honestly think I showed you that calc, or I showed somebody a calc about Ursaluna outspeeding Polt. Okay, it wasn't you, but I know I showed somebody a calc, but I did show somebody a calc about Ursaluna and Tailwind outspeeding Dragapult, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, it outspeeds. It's crazy." And then Embor, I'm gonna be honest. As a guy from Gen 5, I always think Embor's always sucked. But you know what? It's really slow, and you have Trick Room. Maybe you'll get the best out of Embor. And then Morgrim, you got your Eviolite user, you got your Prankster user, and because it's a dark type, you can't get prankstered by other prankster mons. It's a very yeah. Oh, Alchemy gets decorate. God bless my soul. Yeah. Do I play you on the schedule? I hope I. Oh no, you already texted me that we play. Oh fuck's sake! I don't want to play you. Week 6. Oh, just oh. You are Rax, absolutely disgusting team. Disturbing. You you are getting second spot. This is just a very well constructed team. I mean, Trick Room it's just a very scary team of Trick Room. Guess what? You want to run Tailwind? You got a very scary team of Tailwind with 2 Intimidate users in Blood Moon Ursaluna. If you EV properly, is just a very scary mon. It's just crazy. And doesn't Kilowattrel get wind power? It's not Wind Rider, but I'm pretty sure it gets wind power, which I think gets like boosted by Tailwind. Like I think it gives you the charge effect in Tailwind, which is actually gives you like +1 Spadev, and your next electric move gets boosted, which is terrifying. Like I don't want to play this team. I mean, like I'm scared for my life. I'm not gonna lie. I would be lying if I said I am not shaking in my boots by the time week 6 comes around. Oh yeah, you ain't kidding either. Oh, this. Whoa. All right. Well, that's sick. Well, let's get to cook now. Um, I mean, Goldango. I mean, Goldango's Goldango. Great ability. Can't get status whatsoever. Um, of course, make it rain. Nasty plot. Spin blocker. I mean, not like you're gonna really need a like. I mean, not. I don't know I don't know how common spin is in doubles. I'm assuming not that common because I don't really see hazards in doubles. But just in case if that's the case, you got your spin blocker. Very annoying one to take down. And then you have Tailwind from Whimsicott, and then Hydreigon and Volcarona with Tailwind. Electabuzz, Eviolite, all of them could just be fully offensive. Smash has 0 switch-ins. It's crazy. Like I just really don't. Nice mon. Mudsdale. I mean, it's a nice bulky ground type. You have stamina. You could just easily rock body press on this. All that you could just run max HP, max Bedev, rack up the stamina boost. It's it's pretty nice. Paldean Tauros Aqua. That's another intimidate user. And I mean Malamar. I mean Malamar is but I mean you always gotta keep in the back of your mind. Contrary superpower. It if it gets enough boost, that's something that can get out of hand very easily. And like I said earlier, Whimsicott gets Tailwind. I mean, this team is very good in Tailwind. Multiple Intimidate users. Volcarona gets Rage Powder for redirect. Electabuzz gets Follow Me for redirect. Also, Eviolite. It's it's gonna be a good team for sure. Um, does he have Trick Room? Does Whimsicott get Trick Room? Does Whimsicott get Trick Room and Tailwind? Is it like Comfey? No way. No. It's like Comfey. No. Devastating. I didn't know it got Trick Room as well. Yo. That's nasty. And Malamar gets Trick Room? What? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I was gonna say, is my computer froze? Okay, holy. Oh, yeah, Cook's got a pretty nasty team. I just pulled it up. It says Trick Room is viable. It doesn't even say illegal. It naturally words it. He says stop. Wims doesn't get T room. It does. Bro, let me share the tab with you, bro. What okay, of course we don't get Tailwind. TRIC. Yep, you just see it. Trick Room, not illegal. Trick Room, Tailwind, also gets Taunt, also gets Encore. It's the ultimate utility mod. Fake Tears, Helping Hand, Leech Seed. I mean it's hog heaven with Whimsicott. It's the GOAT. It's the fucking GOAT. Ban it. Oh, ban it is crazy. Oh man. Laugh today, but Cook is easily sliding in at number 3 on the power rankings. Bro, why did my Google Sheet get taken down? What incarnation is this? Yo, I gotta pull this thing back up now. All right, I don't even know who pick 6 is, but okay, Almond. Okay. All right. Let me look at Almond's team. Inson's the goat. You take that back. I mean, Doubles is kind of built for Inson, but bro, nobody got it like Whimsicott. Oh no, it's this team. Oh god, this is crazy. This is bonkers. Yeah. So we got Almond, who has Galeria Wheezing, phenomenal abilities. Misty Surge is its worth stability. and it's still a pretty good one. You got Levitate, really good. But the cream of the crop is neutralizing gas. You just get rid of your opponent's abilities, and because it doubles also your own teammate. You might be like, why would you want to get rid of your own teammate's ability? Well, maybe because he has slacking and toad's cruel. He just has neutralizing gas to take away Truant and Mycelium Might from Toad's Cruel. Wait, Mycelium Might away from Toad's Cruel, Truant away from Slacking. We are going to be dealing with Slacking, who is just not going to be moving every other turn. It's going to be moving every turn. It is going to just click buttons. It's going to destroy. In Toad's Cruel, base 100 speed, and guess what? It's not going to be moving last with Spore because Mycelium Might is going to be non-existent. And then he has Dragapult. And then you have Intimidate User, it's crafty. Then you got Prankster Klefki, Steel Fairy, arguably the best type in the game. Dual screens with it. Draining Kiss. It's great. Rotom Wash, always reliable. Magmortar. I mean, doesn't Klefki get Trick Room? I'm I'm pretty sure Klefki gets Trick Room. Unless I'm going crazy. I might be a psycho. Oh no, it does get Trick Room. Yep, it does get Trick Psycho. Oh, that's nice. So we could just be dealing with like Klefki, Rota Washback Mortar, and Trick Room with Juizing as well. That should be fun. A Bomb of Snow which gives him Snow Warning plus Aurora Veil. So who needs Prankster, Light Screen, Reflect with Klefki when you can just get Aurora Veil, Bomb of Snow? And what's even more concerning than that is Titan gets Slush Rush. Double speed to Titan with a defense boost behind Aurora Veil. Yeah, that is what we call devastating. And this is what I need to know. This is what I need to know. Almond's last Pokemon is Oricorio. Does he get all Oricorio forms or is it just the fire one? Because I look at the doc and I just don't see all the other ones. I just see Oricorio. It doesn't say Oricorio Fire or Oricorio Electric or Oricorio Ghost. Wait, does he just get all of them? Because if you get all forms, oh my god. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Really bad. Because when I was doing the recap before putting my power rankings on, I said Oricorio, and I was like, I don't know if he gets all forms. Oh, good lord. So he could just pick his Oricorio based off matchup as well. Yep. All right. That's fun. And yep, we're just because this thing is very slow in the head today. All right. Yep. We are live again. I had to reconnect. Always so much fun. All right. Starting to realize that I kind of messed up the rankings. Yep. We are going to be editing. We're going to put Cook there. Almond. Yeah. Because Almond's not above Rax in my opinion. So that's that. Actually, yep. Let me just go share this tab instead. Yep. Yep. All right. Next, we got MBT. All right. So we're looking at Gengar, Sneasler, Baxcalibur, Shandor, Clefairy, Salamence, Galarian Slowking, Empoleon, Breloom, Darkspawn, and Mudkip. Now, let me tell you a little something. Sneasler will always be Sneasler. That's number one rule. Sneezer is always busted. Some may say it's even better in doubles. Fake out, fake out is at its all time high in VGC. U turns always good. Dire Claws always busted. Bax Caliber with Galarian Slow King is like a tried and true combo. Of course, Chili Reception into Bax Caliber, and Bax Caliber also has a defense boost. Um, Clefairy, Eviolite, Friend Guard is really good. Empoleon, I really just don't know how Empoleon fits in this team. I dropped Empoleon for a reason, but um I mean Breloom is just of course Spore. I mean, I like the team on paper, but outside of Salamence having Intimidate and then like Galarian Slow King backs Caliber. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Intimidate Salamence is good. Eviolite, Friend Guard, Clefairy is really good. Galarian Slow King, Chili Reception, into backs Caliber is really good. Sneasler will always be good, but there's not much synergy. It's like I feel like he has a lot of really good like individual mons. Like the individual mons is there, but it's like like individual mons is there. Synergy is I guess Rax, you're right. I mean like with like intimidate, if it's competitive, like +2 special attack, it's like he's got some cool stuff, but it's like in general, I just don't feel like it's, like it doesn't have that thing. Like it's missing a little of that secret sauce. But what I do think is that it is for sure better than Zark. What I should do is I should move Zark a little lower. A man. I should probably leave 7 open, honest. I'm probably gonna just slide MBT like at 8. Maybe I should put Zark at 10. Yo, okay, I think I'm gonna put MBT here and just like move Zark here. All right, yep, that is cool. All right, and next. Okay, of course, we're gonna just move back to here. All right, now we are covering Reading Shade. First pick, Torkoal. See, when I saw the Torkoal pick, I was like, oh, he's going to run a fully fledged Sun team. But the thing is, it's hard to run a fully fledged Sun team when all the Paradox Mons are banned. Like, you can't have, like, a gouging. You can't have, like, any of the ones that get Protosynthesis. Like, you can't have, like, an Iron Hands, a Walking Wake, a Gouging Fire, those. So it does suck that he can't have any of the Paradox legendaries or just the normal Paradox Mons. But he could still have like Solar Power Zard. Like there's still options. Like there's Chlorophyll Mons. So to take Torkoal and not see a Mon that gets, I mean, Logan gets Chlorophyll. But it's like besides Logan getting Chlorophyll, nothing reaps the benefits of Sun. It's like it kind of confuses me why he picked Torkoal when the only mon that's getting a benefit from it is Chlorophyll Lilligant. Like there's no like unless if some of these mons get Weather Ball and I'm not aware of it, but it's like besides some of these mons getting Weather Ball and Chlorophyll Lilligant, I don't think the Torkoal pick was the right pick. Not that it's a bad mon. It's still a great mon in doubles, but like I don't see a solar power user. I don't see multiple chlorophyll users. I thought there would have been a little more, but just chlorophyll Lilligant. But that does not take away that he has a nasty Trick Room team. Trick Room Hatterene, and he throws in Trevenant, Torkoal, Kaparaja, or like Milotic. He has a nice Trick Room team. And even in Tailwind, like Noivern, Crocodile, Gamora, Electivire, Weavile, Lilligant, like his team in Tailwind is very good. And his Trick Room team is honestly pretty good as well. But it's like even though the Trick Room team is good and the Tailwind team is good, I'm still confused by the Torkoal pick. Because I look at Torkoal and I'm like, outside of being an elite Trick Room user and benefiting Lilligant with chlorophyll, I just don't really see the purpose behind it. Like I thought it was gonna be like more of a Sun team. He's one of the only ones running hard hazard with Gomora. So it'd be like spikes, toxic spikes, mortal spin, obviously. I mean, it makes sense with how the team's built. I'm just confused on the Torkoal pick when it only one mon when outside of Torkoal only one mon benefits. It's not a bad team. Like I think his team of Tailwind is very scary. I think his Tricker team is very good too. Just the Torkoal's like throwing me off a little bit. But I mean, just because of how good his Tailwind team is, and like how good his Tailwind and Trick Room teams are or can be, I think I just have to put him 7 for now. Like one if I'm looking at a pure synergy, it's probably towards the bottom with all due respect. But like I look at individual Tailwind and Trick Room teams, and he has something special. He has something that can be really good. And I'm actually excited to see it. Um, but now we are covering Zark, except it's Zark with a K, not Zark with a C. Um, we got King Gambit, Sableye, Armarouge, Ditto, Shiftry, Magmar, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Mimikyu, Tentacruel, and Weezing. And let me show you something. Earlier in this stream, I showed a team that I thought would have been so cool for Zark. So, let me just show you. Instead of explaining it, let me just show you what I was looking at. So, first and foremost, I was like Sableye. You guys just get your Prankster Sableye, get your Will-O-Wisp, get whatever. But yeah, let's just say Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, and then let's just say, of course, you get your Prankster Recover, and then let's just say like Encore. It's like just a full utility, Sableye. And let's give it leftovers, max HP. Then I was looking at Tyranitar, of course, Sandstream, and then Excadrill. You might be like, oh, you're probably thinking Sandrush Excadrill. No, I was thinking Sandforce. You might be like, why have Sandstream Tyranitar if it's going to be Sandforce Drill? Why not Sandrush? Ooh, true. You are right. I forgot about the mental herb. But you might be thinking, why Sandforce says Sandrush? Here is where the magic happens. Here we go. We go Shiftry with Wind Rider plus Tailwind. So instead of double speed from Sandrush, you could boost your Your stab earthquakes and iron heads and rock slides with sand force, while still getting double speed from tailwind. But Shiftry gets Wind Rider, so you're immune to moves like Hurricane and Heat Wave, which normally would just kill Shiftry. Normally, Shiftry just becomes immune to them because those are wind moves. And on top of it, with Tailwind, you get double speed, but it also gets +1 attack. That's where the real magic happens. And then on top of all of this, you could just bring Imposter Ditto, and instead of Choice Scarf Ditto, who needs to run Choice Scarf when you just have Tailwind up? Who needs times 1.5 speed when you get double speed? So you could just run anything on your Ditto. And then, how fast is Armor Rouge? Base 75. Yeah, just slap on Armor Rouge. It just slap on Armor Rouge is the last mon. Like, you cannot tell me that if you face, like, a full utility Sableye with Metal Herb, Sandstream T-Tar, Sand Force Drill, Tailwind from Shiftry to give itself +1 attack, Imposter Ditto, who needs times 1.5 speed when you get times 2, and then you just slide in Armor Rouge. This is such a nasty team. And what's even crazier, there's no King Gambit on that team. Like, he could run that team. Like, his opponent might be like, oh, Gambit is so nasty into me. And he didn't even have to bring Gambit. And he still has, but instead of Armor Rouge here, I would probably bring Magmar. Because Magmar and Tailwind is going to be faster. Not only is it going to be faster, but it gives Eviolite plus Follow Me. This is such a yeah didn't even include King Gambit in the team. Yeah, his Tailwind team could be so good without Gambit. It's gross. It's crazy. And like I said, Eviolite Magmar, Follow Me, just run, and you can just like look at this. Just max HP, max defense. You this thing go crazy. You got a Pokemon. And you know what? You get taunt. Of course you're gonna protect for obvious reasons. And then special, and you know what you just rock? You just rock Heat Wave. You just rock a stab fire move that also hits both mons. And you know what? With Eviolite, you actually don't even need defense. You know what you do instead is you run max special attack to hit as hard as possible, and you're still max HP with Eviolite. And another reason why you don't need defense is if Flame Body procs, let's say Flame Body procs, the target gets burned, their attack is cut in half. And just like that, you don't even need to worry about physical attackers. This team is so diabolical. Like, you won't even know. Look at this. Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide, all Sand Force boosted by it. All depends on matchup at the end of the day. Like, let's say he's facing a team that has let's say, for example, if Zark faces you, Rax. Like, let's say if you face Zark, he sees you have double intimidate users. He just runs Clear Amulet and just gets around the intimidates. Excadrill is just gross. And then what you could just easily run is just, why not just run max HP, max attack. You don't have to get cute with it. You don't have to get cute with it. It's self-explanatory. and then you just run a simple protect Choppleberry. I mean, Zark just has it made. He does get. Okay, we know you got Blood Moon. We know you got Blood Moon. And yes, we're looking at this team, and yes, okay, yes, you know what, Rex? Okay, maybe I'm using you as a bad example. Okay, you're making me look stupid. Okay, but you get the point. If it's not Gothitelle plus Blood Moon Ursaluna, this thing cooks. Maybe well, I'm not gonna argue because I'm gonna be getting made look more stupid on stream. This is a bad look on me. Come on, Rax. He's a Zooge, man. And then there's like a nice simple earthquake. I mean, once again, he just got it made. And then just rock, where's knock? Yeah, like bang. And you know what? We'll just run like we'll just bang impish nature. Yup. Just yeah, and Sableye, God knows why we were gonna run. You know, let's just yeah, yeah, cool. You know what? Actually, let's just be more Spadev here. Actually, by more Spadev, I might as well just go max because Willis just makes physical attackers not be as scary. I mean, Ditto. Yeah. What am I gonna put on Ditto? I don't know. Let's just say leftovers for the hell of it. And then shift tree is just matchup dependent. You can make it special, you can make it physical. All matchup dependent, however you want to cook. But at the end of the day, I would probably want to put max HP on the shift tree and just build it physically or specially. But you get the point. Zark can cook if he like that tailwind team Rax made again because I try to use Rax as an example. He's trying to put me in my place by saying I just have Gothitelle, Blood Moon, Ursuna. Cool, you're the only guy that has that. Not everybody has the luxury of Arena Trapper Shadow Tag with a God tier ground type. Okay. Like guys trying to crucify me like I'm just saying like the most delusional thing. It's like I'm speaking like it's like the truth. Like I'm saying stuff that actually is right. It's just your team is just built to just to punish that. But I will say, we're gonna put reading shade at 8 because I feel like Zark should be top half. I think I have to redo this entire thing because for some odd reason, to my memory, the teams that back end are like really good. Well, except number 11. We already ranked him. We put him dead last. But 10, 12, 13, and 14 are some pretty nasty teams. I think I might have to redo the entire thing essentially. In fact, in in fact, so much that I have to change it that I'm probably already gonna move it down already. Like I'm already prepping for this. Like I have to. Like these teams are so good on the back end. Like, not the more I think about it, like, is Taito even above Zark? Probably not. Is Meowscaredy even above Zark? Probably not. And low-key, I'm probably gonna move Cook down because I know how nasty these teams are up like in the back end. Now let's get to dead. First and foremost, how on God's green earth has our Chaladon fallen to pick 10? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't explain that to you. It makes no sense. But at the end of the day, it's fallen to pick 10. It's Tyler's too. That's what I was thinking. But at the end of the day, man, it's like these teams on the back end are so scary good. It's like that's my problem. It's like maybe I was maybe I'm trying to maybe I was trying go crazy on Meowscaredy. It's not Meowscaredy has a bad team, but maybe me saying that Meowscaredy is a little better is might be a reach. You say too low, like you think he's Zark? I mean, actually, I mean, to be fair, it's like, well, actually, you know what? The more I think, don't get me wrong, like the strat I mentioned is cool, but it's like it's not like that's gonna be like a consistent thing. Like, but you think he's better than Cook? Like, I don't think his team's better than Cook. Like, I don't think I put because I have Cook at 5. I don't I because I have Cook 5. I don't think I could. I don't know if I put Tidal top 5. Like Tidal's a really good team, but it's like better than Cook. Like I like Cook's team in Tailwind, Whimsicott, Goldago, Hydreigon, Volcarona, Electabuzz, Hisuian, Arcanine. Double Intimidate as well. I mean, I guess depending on who you ask, it could be either or. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but here's here's what I want to know. Am I overhyping Almond? Like I think Almond has such a nasty strat with neutralizing gas with slacking and toads cruel. But besides that, like but here's the thing, like if he doesn't bring slacking or toads cruel and it's like, all right, like if he doesn't bring slacking 1 week, it's like which means Galarian Weezing might not run neutralizing gas. Is his team gonna be as good as it is? I think I'm is it crazy to think that I'm overhyping Almond? Or do I have it placed properly? Like, is it crazy to think that is it like am I crazy for putting Almond at 3? Like, is Almond worse than Tidal? Low key, it actually might. I think I'm overhyping Almond a little bit, low key. I'm not sure. Okay, you say Almond's perfect. All right. I was about to say, like, I hope I'm just not like because that was like besides that one strategy, it's like we buns. Oh yeah, because they're trying to get shuts down Tatsugiri Dozo. Oh damn. Yeah. Holy shit. Shadow time. Oh yeah. No, yeah, no, 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 no. Nope. Rax, stop making me stop, 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 stop. Has it? Yeah, I know it's not true on shocking. I know it's non mycelium mite toad screw. But yeah, you don't have to tell me that it shuts down Dozo Geary. You don't have to tell me it shuts down Shadow Tag. Pokemon DB. Oh god, this man's making me load up like just another. This man's making me load up another tab. I know slacking stats, all right. Oh, okay. Maybe not off the top of my head, but like I know it's the equivalent to Groudon and Kyogre BST. I know. It's like yes, 150 HP, 160 attack, 100 speed. Yes, I know. The problem is it's 65 Spadev. Yes, I get it. If he finds a way to get light screen up or anything to help its Spadev, even if that makes it run AV, I understand that's how you get around it. But at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna argue. I just hate getting look. I just hate making myself getting look stupid. Look at the HP that beast. I did see the HP 150. All right, all right, Rex. I got made look stupid like 2 or 3 days ago talking to Naira about Iron Bundle, and now you're making me look stupid with slacking. All right, I've had enough. Okay, I've had made look stupid too much the last couple days. Just just let me do my thing. So Archaludon, how it fell to pick 10 amazes me, flabbergasted. And then so we already know Archaludon. I always say this about Archaludon in doubles. Even like I get it when you have the paradox mods and legendaries that it might slide a little bit, but with no legendaries, no paradox mods, how on earth Archaludon gets to pick 10 when it should be top 3? When it should be top 3, and if it's not top 3, top 5 bare minimum, and it falls to pick 10, almost fell to me, and I was last pick of the first round, is a steal. Like it's absolutely by far and away the steal of round 1. Like it's crazy. Um of course, we know good HP, great special attack, insane defense, plus stamina. The only drawback is, well, it has bad Spadev. Here's the thing. You could easily get around it with AV, but I get it, it's not single, so you're probably not going to run AV because you want to run Protect, which is fine. You just invest in Spadev instead. But this is where it gets insane. Dead picks Mousehold after Archaludon, which, if you don't know, gets beat up. Archaludon has a massive defense stat and resist beat up. It could just click beat up on the Archaludon and get max defense. Or alternatively, or all or alternatively, you could just run Stalwart, which is just immune to the redirect moves. Like if you click Rage Powder, but the Archaludon is Stalwart, it just doesn't. It just like let's say that you have an Amoonguss and whatever the other mon out is, like whatever the other mon is next to Archal or next to Amoonguss. If Amoonguss clicks Rage Powder, but Archaludon clicks, it just says I'm gonna click Electro Shot into this Pokemon or whatever move it is. If it's Stalwart, it just ignores Rage Powder. It just ignores Rage Powder, follow me, which is really good. Dragonite is, well, whatever. It's fine. It's good. Then he gets Politoed. Politoed to set a brain for its one turn electro shots. I don't care what people say. People want to hype up Pelipper. Pelipper this, Pelipper this, Pelipper that. You know what? And you know what I say to those people about Pelipper dick riders? Suck on this. Because you want to talk about doubles, you want to talk VGC? Polytoad is king. Yes, yes, Tailwind like Pelipper. But besides Tailwind, this thing, Polytoad gets everything more than it's much better. Much better. Like, yeah, you get Encore, you get Haze, you get Parashong, you get Helping Hand. You can sub if you want while setting up the rain for Archaludon. Yeah, you can Perish Trap. You can Parashong Whirlpool, Encore, Haze. It's it's a demon. Like I said, besides Tailwind, Politoed is so much better than Pelipper in doubles. It's just like you cannot underestimate the the utility that Politoed gets in doubles. If we're talking singles, I would absolutely rather have Pelipper than Politoed. But you want to talk VGC, doubles, normal doubles, VGC, whatever it is, you damn right. Every single penny I have in my bank account, I am saying, give me Polytoad all day, every day, because it is better than Pelipper in doubles. Try to debate me on that. And what's even better, he doesn't need Pelipper when he has Prankster Murkrow. And you know what's even better? You know what's all, and you know what? Cool. You have Prankster Tailwind on Murkrow. You know what? Swift Swim Basket Legion, Swift Swim Ludicolo, Intimidate on Hitmontop. Could also be Technician, Fake Out, Mach Punch. And what is the surprise around all of this is Hisuian Zoroark. You could have, you could have what like he could have like Basque Legion out with Hisuian Zoroark disguised as Archaludon, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna blast this Archaludon with a fighting move," because you'll be like, "Oh, Basque Legion can't get hit by it, so I'm gonna hit this Archaludon." Next thing you know, it's gonna say immune, and it's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I fell for the Hisuian Zoroark trap." Like he has a nasty rain team with Swift Swim users, with Prankster Murkrow, and on top of all of that, he's got he's got the old with multi stabs. It's like you have a god tier raid team that are present. This this guy is a Chad. Like I've never seen anything. I've never seen him and just say, "Let me have a Steely Jork with it." This guy is so cool. It's bro, Meow scared. You're going down. I'm sorry. Zark, you're going down here. Oh god. Do I rank a team with Arch? Yeah, I mean Arch is so good. You say rank it number one. I kind of want to reserve number one just to like. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm not going to be biased. I know because I said I'm going to reserve number one. I know your instinct might be like, oh, he's going to save it for himself. I just want to save number one to see who truly deserves it. Because like these last four teams we're covering, or well, actually, because we already covered dead, the last three teams are so good that you could just yes, I look at his options. I see how good it is. But the last three teams are also really good, man. I guess I could put Dead at number one for now, but it wouldn't surprise me if I move him down. Actually, Yeah, no, knowing the last three teams recovering, bro, down you go, down you go. All right, so we have 4, 7, and 8 left. Let's get into the spicy ones. The last three picks, we're all looking spicy. CSK ready. We got, of course, first pick, Pelipper. And, well, your instinct is going to be like, he's running rain. And you know what? It's not full-fledged rain, but he do got some rain presence. He got 100% Thunders with Raichu. He's got Rain Dish. He's got Rain Dish Blastoise with Shell Smash. He's got Swift Swim Kingdra. He's got some good mons in Rain. And, well, Belly Bolt. I mean, he's probably not going to run Thunder on Belly Bolt because of, Parabolic Charge. But he could run Thunder on it if he wants. Um, his team is also good in Tailwind. Like, he could bring Pelipper, but doesn't have to be Rain. It could be, like, Tailwind Pelipper with, like, Bramblegast, Raichu, Kingdra, Flygon, Tinkaton. Load up Kingdra's stats. I know, bro. Rax, let me tell you, I've only been in one doubles league. I ran full-fledged Rain, and I had Kingdra. Let me tell you, Kingdra was a demon for me. Kingdra was cool. Kingdra was lit. I loved running Specs Kingdra. All right, Specs Kingdra, Specs Kingdra in the rain with like Draco, Scald, Flash Cannon, and Ice Beam, or instead of Scald, Weather Ball. It all depend. It all depends on the matchup. Like sometimes, like there was one week I'd even run Draco. There was one week my move set was Hurricane, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Weather Ball. Because of course, Weather Ball or not Weather Ball. Well, yes, Weather Ball in Weather becomes a certain type 100 base power. But it gets Hurricane. Hurricane doesn't miss in the rain. So, Kingdra is very cool in the rain. And well, because you want me to load up for the viewers, well, base 95 attack, defense, special attack, and special defense, base 85 speed, base 75 HP. Thing is, it's not elite at anything, but it's good in everything. It doesn't it's not like Avalog where it's like I have like a 160 defense, but it also isn't like Avalog in the sense where it has like base 30 speed. Like it's good at everything, not great at anything, which is fine. It's always nice to have a mon that can do everything good. Like not every mon needs to be like have a specialty. Not like you need one mon that's pure speed. You don't need a mon that's a pure physical wall. It's like yes, those mons are nice, but it's also nice to have a Pokemon that can just do everything. Like Kingdra, like if the rain, like if it's not Swift Swim, let's say like you're running Kingdra, but it's like not a rain team. So like let's say you're Sniper, it could easily be Choice Scarf. If you're running a rain team, you can make it a physical attacker with Choice Band. You can make it a special attacker with Choice Specs. It's like Kingdra has so many sets that it could run because its stats are like just so even that you could just run Kingdra however you like. Like it's of course I feel like its special attack, like its special set is much better than its physical set. But like let me tell you, like Swift Swim Kingdra with Choice Band Waterfall, like you could just like get stab waterfall, start flinching things, Choice Band boosted. That's pretty sick. But on top of it, CSK ready, a Rangaroo, bro. The Guru. That's a special mon. Orangaroo is goaded with the sauce in doubles. And it also gets Trick Room. So like imagine running into a Trick Room team against like Orangaroo, Alolan Muck, and Snorlax. You know how scary that is? Like I would be terrified if I'm like using Trick Room, but on the opposing side I'm seeing an Orangaroo, Snorlax, and Alolan Muck. But if it's not Trick Room, you're gonna be dealing with like Tailwind from here, Pelipper, Flygon. You could deal with Swift Swim, Kingdraw. It's like he's got a team where it's like he could run Trick Room, he could run Tailwind, he could just run pure Rain Team. He's CSK ready. He's got a lot. He's got some different teams he could run. The minimize strat. You are one disgusting person. Rax, you are okay. I should be back. All right. They're saying it's gonna be a black screen for a while. Um. All right. The voice is back. Okay. Huge. Yep. Gonna be it's gonna be a while for. Okay. Yep. Cool. All right. Yep. Let's talk about the Alolan Muck minimize strat. Yeah, oh, I was saying something about you? Yeah, how much of a diabolical person you are about the Alolan Muck minimize strat? Disgusting. Like, how would you run it? Like, I don't know. Like, I know it gets minimized and stuff, but like, how would you run it? Like, first of all, in doubles, Power of Alchemy is very good, very dangerous. Like, it would be what? Minimize? Step one, I'm assuming you would run something like this thing doesn't get swords dance, right? Okay, good, good, good. I don't know why I try to say like, ooh, it got swords dance. That would be disgusting. Like we're looking at like minimize protect, leftovers. Um you could run acid armor. Oh my god. Sub minimize protect. You run sub, but no protect. Okay, we're back. Holy mother of God. Yeah, black screen for a while. Which I'm assuming it would be poison jab, right? Oh, my ma's calling. What up, ma? Yep. But yes, it would be toxic. But oh my god, you know what it would be? You're one of those nasty guys. It's probably Drain Punch. It would probably be Drain Punch. You probably run this, don't you? Not again. I mean, the only. All right, this is just my internet is so bad, man. All right, good lord. Top 10 streams of all time? Among absolutely. There is no questions asked. This is legendary. I want somebody to try and debate me on that. Oh my god. Look at my computer go. Look how stupid this thing is. Jesus. All right. Yeah, this would probably be the old muck set you're probably talking about, because you are one disgusting guy to know about this type of set. Racks. Yeah, we do. We just do a little something simple here. We just, all right. Please, man. All right, yep, it's gonna be black screen. All right, perfect. Should be back. Hopefully. Don't know if it's picking up audio right now. But anyway, I am putting CSK at 7. Okay, there is audio. Nice, bro. It just sounds very bad from my headphones right now. I say it sounds very bad from my head. I don't even hear anything from my headphones right now. But I'm just gonna do something that's gonna take like a minute real quick. Holy, the buffering on this thing. Oof. I'm like a couple steps from the wrong, whatever. Would never understand why, but let's get back to it. 2 teams left to cover. Actually, did I even show where I placed this? If I didn't, place them at 7. So we got 4 and 8 left to go. And back to sharing this tab. Here we go. So we got pick 13 with Icy, Ursaluna, Rillaboom, Comfey, Driftwind, Hisuian Typhlosion, Palafin, Hitmonlee, Arboliva, or Arboliva, however you want to pronounce it, Farigiraf, Grafaiai, and Mabustiff. So, let's load up Pokemon Showdown real quick, the team builder, and just show how much of a freak Comfey can be. Comfey, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain with boosted by Triage. But most importantly, it gets Tailwind and Trick Room. Run either or. Also get Triage boosted Synthesis Gets Encore, Helping Hand, Light Screen, not Reflect, just Light Screen. Could be Calm Mind if it wants to. Utility. Some may say it's also a sleeper. Quite honestly, they might not be wrong. I forgot how many points was Comfey? 12. Comfey for 12 is crazy. Knowing what it gets? Holy. And of course, Rillaboom's Grassy Surge or Arboliva's Seed Sower boosts Comfey's Giga Drain. Of course, when Grassy trains up, whether it's Grassy Surge or Seed Sower, Rillaboom gets priority Grassy Glide. In Tailwind, this team is nasty. Rillaboom, Driftwind, Hisuian Typhlosion, Palafin, Grafai, Mavostif, and Tailwind is really good. Of course, Comfey is too. But if he goes Trick Room, or I mean, Ursulin is actually really good in Tailwind if you could, EV it properly. But it's like Trick Room, Ursaluna, or Balva for Rigorath. Hitmonlee's not that fast. You could easily EV Hitmonlee to be decently good in Tailwind in Trick Room. You could do the same thing with Rillaboom.
Your email's calsounddraw@gmail.com.
What?
Your email's calsounddraw@gmail.com.
Why?
I just wanted to know.
Oh, my neck. You want to bring anything up for lunch soon?
No, thank you.
Or you try signing that way? Yeah, good luck. You know how many times I try signing that way? If I don't do like Face ID or anything, it's miserable. Because I know it's only 1 or 2 passwords and it always says it's wrong. So you try to do it that way? Boy, that'll tell you, God bless your soul. You'll be there for eons, like I usually am. And it was all nothing, unfortunately. But yeah, this guy, Trick Room Tailwind, makes. See, this is one of the few teams, or I think this is like the best team to demonstrate that he could bring the same 6 Pokemon every week, and he could make it work in Trick Room or Tailwind. Like straight up, he could bring like a combination of Ursaluna, Rillaboom, or Balva, Farigiraf, Grafii, and like Hitmonlee or Mabostiff or Comfey, whatever. He could bring those combination of 6 every single week and either pick Tailwind or Trick Room and can make it work very well. It's like usually people just go only Trick Room or only Tailwind, or people go for both, but like they don't have like a combination of 6 that can be like, I can threaten my opponent with just one, like any combination of 4, and be like, I could rock Trick Room or Tailwind and just completely fry them. Somehow, Icy has found a way to do that, which is terrifying, nevertheless. But with all due respect to Icy, I see that not options, but that number 4 and number 8 are available or open on the power rankings. With that being said, Hitmonlee gets upper hand. Do I even have hands? That is honestly hilarious. Has upper hands but doesn't get upper hand or doesn't have hands. Click stop sharing and then go here. Okay, So I see number 4 and number 8 is open. Unfortunately for Icy, I don't see a realm where his team is better than mine.
Okay. There you go.
So, with all due respect to Ice, we are going to put him at number 8. Never mind, he does have hands. 4 is reasonable for Icy. That's what I was thinking, but the reason why I don't see a realm that he should be number 4 is the simple fact of the matter of that I just personally think my team is better. And finally, but not least, the man that's making this power rankings video, me, is the last team we are covering. And my team consists of Garchomp, Clefable, Serena, not Serena, I mean, still on the team, but Porygon 2, Dusclops, Meowstic, Reuniclus, Hisuian Electrode, Rhyperior, Magnezone, and Crabominable. So, first and foremost, it's pretty evident that my team is hard Trick Room. You see Porygon 2, you see Dusclops, you see Reuniclus. You see 3 Trick Room users. And all 3 Trick Room users are, well, very slow. Very good in Trick Room. That Clefable, really good in Trick Room. Rhyperior, really good in Trick Room. Magnezone, really good in Trick Room. Crabominable, really good in Trick Room. I have a lot of threats in Trick Room. Then I have Meowstic. It's a prankster user. It gives me dual screens. I really felt like my team needed the dual screen support. I really felt like my team needed dual screen support. And because I felt like it needed the dual screen support, is my thing lagging? No? Seems like it on my end. And by my end, I mean on my phone. Is there still audio? For some odd reason, I just don't feel like there is on my end. Which sounds crazy, but it is what it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. I've I've kind of screwed it up. I was muted for like the past knows how long. Um but yeah, so I think I went on my icy rant without having audio. What do you mean nope? What, no audio or oh there was? Okay. Whew. But the point is simply that yeah, I mean if there was audio, I don't even have to explain it. But my team, like I said, I already went over hard trick room. I got dual screens with Meowstic. It's also prankster. Serena, I know might like stand out. It's like, oh, what's this doing here? Well, it's just the main reason of simply that because I am hard trick room. If you're like a very fast team, like if you're a team that just gets crippled by trick room, but you have priority, obviously the way to get around it is you use priority. But with Serena having Queenly Majesty, I'm just immune to priority moves completely. The thought process of having Serena. Um, and then, and without Trick Room, my thought process is I need something to outspeed most things without Trick Room up. So I was like, well, let's just get the fastest Mon in the format without any legendaries. Without any legendaries, there's no Regieleki, no Deoxys speed. with that being said, oh, Hisuian Electrode is the fastest Mon in the format with no legendaries. And because it's the fastest thing in the format, if I'm hard Trick Room without Trick Room up, I might as well have the fastest Mon in the format. So that's exactly why I have Hisuian Electrode. I could easily run a max HP set with sub leech seed, sub leech seed protect. I could easily be a what you want to call it. I could be a choice specs, no problem. Volt switch. Holy, energy ball, very easily. I could. I mean, if I want raw damage output, I could go core blast. If I want, just like the thing is, I'm sacrificing half my HP, but depending on the Pokemon it's hitting, it might be worth it. Um, and then I also have Garchomp. Garchomp is always really good. It's reliable no matter the format. It could be doubles, it could be singles, it could be VGC, the best 2 out of 3. Whatever it is, Garchomp always find like I could run the rough skin Rocky helmet. I can I could be a scale shot set. So if Trick Room up but my opponent doesn't have tailwind, I could get a scale shot. Yes, I'm sacrificing my defense, but the speed increases would be nice. Garchomp has good coverage. It's I feel like I have a very versatile game. Even though I'm mainly hard Trick Room, I feel something like Hisuian Electrode and Garchomp are still good fits for this team. And like I said, Meowstic, even though it's pretty fast, I have Prankster, or I'm gonna use the one that gets Prankster dual screens support. Um, Reuniclus gives me I get my regen mod. I could also able unaware also Magic Orb is an option. Dusclops, Frisk is always nice. I mean, I just have so much versatility. I have really good abilities, great mons. Trick Room goes up. It's gonna be very hard to stop me. Um, but Ted, I think that I have to put myself at number 4. Now, here's the thing. Of course, this is based on on paper. Like on paper, this is what I believe. This is not me thinking about. This is not me making the rankings based off, how good I think people are going to be. Because if I would base it off that, I would put myself last because I have a lot of doubles. In fact, I'm not even that good of a. Is really good in Gen 6. Like I peaked in Gen 6. So it's like I haven't been good in so long. But like if I'm looking on paper, I see myself being one of the best teams. But but this is what I said, not basing it off how good I think how how players are, because once again, I have no clue. But here we go. This is the exciting part. We are here for the playoff predictions now. So
Was it Trash and Pete also that
yes.
Oh, okay.
Now it's time for me for my playoff predictions. Who do I think is making playoffs? So I don't know who's good. I don't know who's bad. Because if like I said, if I was doing this based off paper, like on paper, this be a whole different story. Now, the question is, how many teams make playoffs? I'm assuming it's 8, right? Or is it gonna be 4? Wait, why does it not tell me? Whoa, 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 whoa! This is not good. I don't know how many people make playoffs now. I'm assuming it's 8, but is it 8 people making playoffs or is it 4? I'm assuming it's 8, right? It has to. No, just 4. Like, no way we're just going straight semifinals. I'm just gonna base it off that it's gonna be 8 because it significantly makes more sense. So, playoff predictions. I think is gonna make playoffs. I think Rax is gonna make it. I think Cook is gonna make it. I think Almond's gonna make it. Dead's gonna make it, my opinion. See, it all depends on, like I said, I don't know how good people play. Like, this is because here's the thing. Like, if I play good, then I see me making playoffs. Like, if I don't play like complete trash, like, I don't even need to play good. If I play decent, I feel like there's a pretty good chance I make playoffs. It's just how trash am I going to be? That's the question. We're going to put Zark. I don't know why. I'm getting good vibe that reading shade is good. And then I'm gonna just put me because I feel like if I just play decent, like I don't need to play like insane. But like, I just feel like if I play decent, I feel like that there's a good chance I make playoffs. So because that I feel like I don't need to play out of my mind, that I think that there's a really good chance I make it. Well, and that's everything. I've made my power rankings. I made my playoff predictions. Let's say that these are the playoff teams. Let's say it's these exact 8. Like if it's this exact 8, what would I think would be the the matchups? Because of course it would be 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5. Wait, let me get into more detail. Like if these are the exact 8 teams, I would think it would be. I honestly think the 1 seed. I feel like Dead would just be crazy. I think you just go crazy. Like if I make playoffs, I feel like I would be 7 or 8. Let's just say put me at 8. Then I think it would be 2 versus 7. I think it would be like Rax versus Reading Shade. Then I think it would be Cook versus Zark. Then I think it would just be Almond versus Taito, and then that would be quarterfinals. And then semifinals, I would have, of course, I would have Dead beating me. Then it would be versus the winner of 4 versus 5. So it would be the winner of Almond versus Taito, which I think Almond would probably pull it out. Then I would have Rax versus Cook. Then the finals, I would have Dead versus Rax. And then my personal opinion, I would have the champion end up being Rax. Like what? Yeah, if it's this exact playoff, like not only would I think like hypothetically, if it's these 8 teams and it's these exact seeds, I think that's how the playoffs would play out. My opinion. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna make playoffs, but like if I play decent, I think that's how it would be. Could you show me my power ranking? I could show you your power rankings. Um, but yeah, that's how I think it would play out. Like, would you wait? Let me just put show on stream question mark. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I feel like that. I don't think I would make it playoffs. Um, but if I do play decent enough, I feel like that's something I could do. Little washed ass, take it. Can my small washed ass take it? Be good enough. My only problem is that see, I'm not gonna use me saying I'm washed as an excuse, but at the end of the day, I'm just here to state the facts. I peaked in Gen 6. So 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 simply, this is just based off, personal opinion, based on paper, not how good I think people are, because I have no clue how good most of these people are. Um, but yeah, I had you at. Oh my god, I was trying to. Man, yeah, I had you at 8. Personal opinion, of course. Boy, why do I have to send you an access request, bro? Scum. Email you, scumbag. You bitch. Do I care? Hey yo, too much glazing on me, Rax? You better not be saying it. You Rax, you better watch who you talking to, big dog. If you're saying too much glazing on me, I don't know what you're talking about. What? Hey, if anything, you would only go up by 1 spot. Do, bro, does it look like I care? Yes, bro. Stop complaining. You're top half. You're 1 spot below top half. I don't want to hear you're complaining. First of all, this. So here's the thing. That's based off my opinion on teams, and this is based off who I think is gonna make playoffs. Like you see, CSK is top 7, which is top half of the league. I don't think he's making playoffs. Like the reason I put myself here, Yes. Okay, okay, bro. I see you're lucky I don't put your ass lower. I see. The more you talk, the lower I'm gonna put you. Yeah, exact. Or alternatively, I could hover over this letter on my Google Doc and just expose what your real name is. But if you want to know what my real name is, that shows my email. Whoops. Gee, we don't care. You got like the whitest name in town, bro. Oh, Rax, you're saying I'm glazing you too much? I mean, wait, Rax, okay, Rax, you're saying I'm glazing you too much. You know, I might be. I don't know how good of a player you are. Your team is gross. Like you have the team, you have a team that can win it all. It just comes to it just comes down to what your ability is. Like if you have good ability, is there anything that could, you know, anything that could, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you could have a bad game that eliminates you, but like if you're a good player, can just look it on your team on paper. If you play good every game in the playoffs, it's very hard to just for somebody to beat your team. What? Mhm. What, what was your transaction? Yeah, I could edit that low key midstream. Oh, in Team Weller, if you got rid of that, oh god, no, bro, hit him on me. He said, no, that is nowhere close. No, you keep dreaming, big. You keep dreaming, Bucko. Who's who? Who's the other mon? Torcat and what? Vileplumes? You're instantly worse. There is no doubts in my head. You are instantly worse. You have dropped your intimidate user for rage powder. Bro, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Torcat's ass. I look at Torcat, I look at my team, and I say, I put my dick in Torcat's ass. Like I abuse Torcat. I you know what I would do to Torcat? You know what Adrian Peterson did to his son? You know what Adrian Peterson did to his son? Beat his son with a tree branch? Yeah, with a tree branch. That's what I would do to Torcat. Uh, but you're trying to flex how good it is. It's not. Oh, cool. Better than this Boston. Yeah, cool. Guess what? Worse than Monui. There goes your fake out user. And you're gonna say, "Ooh, but Torcat gets fake out." Yeah, fake out on Torcat. It could be anything like get fake out on getting him on Hui. Instantly worse. You lucky. You lucky. I don't put you once. Just right here, right now. There ain't no cooking. Only thing you're cooking is stupidity. You know what? Icy takes 9. Zark, welcome to number 8. This man thought I was kidding. Trying to flex that Torcat's good when you just made your team worse. And you know what's gonna be funny? If you beat me, I'll be like, don't care. I'll be like, I suck at doubles. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Say I work fucking I'm away from home like half the day. Wake up at 4, get home at 5. Oh, like 13 hours a day between drive. It's like you could say I got all these traffic weeks. I could be like, well, I got fucking work. Yeah, man, yeah, bro, yeah, oh my god, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to flex Vile Plume, bro. You made your team worse. Oh my god. You absolute buffoon. Well, you know what? At least you admitted it. But yeah, that's my power rankings. That's who I think is gonna win. And well, if you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot to me because I just do this for fun. I don't do this, as most people like, oh yeah, I make good money. Like I could I don't do that. I just do it for fun. If I even get people to watch like 15 minutes of my stream whenever I stream, that's honestly a moral victory for me. It's like if I even take like a small bit of time out of people's days, like it's like, oh, it's nighttime for them and I'm just streaming whatever, really means the world to me. So with that being said, your boy Sal is out. Peace.